At its public hearing on Thursday, the Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority showcased its proposed $1.75 increase in tolls on the Dulles Toll Road.
We chose this type of format because it really allows members of the public to talk one-on-one with members of the airport's authority staff and really get their questions answered in a very personal one-on-one way.
This is the first increase in 5 years.
Over time, the payments that we're required to make will grow in any given year. And in 2019 is our first real jump to pay debt service.
As the authority is paying its loans for the $5.8 billion construction project to extend Metro's Silver Line to Dulles International Airport. Now it's up to drivers to pick up 49% of the cost.
Commuters and working people and people in Virginia recognize that the Silver Line is very important. They're asking, why is it only us?
Joel Pauly is a researcher for Unite Here, a labor union that represents over 400 Dulles Airport employees. After reading the authority's own reports and Dulles airline passenger revenue data, Pauly concludes Dulles' biggest airline is responsible for picking up the tab.
United stands to make over $60 million from every 1% increase in market share that they get out of the DC market. The conversation that needs to be had is, where are other places that we can get revenue?
This is going to hurt the ordinary workers because the standard of living is very, very low at this time. There is no changes in the wages. So we're looking forward for them to look at our proposal and make sure that this don't happen.
Reporting in Ashburn, Rebecca Burnett, Nova News. An important guest made an appearance at a Nova hospital on Sunday.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Something that had even the doctors on their toes.
It was a lot of wide eyes and couldn't believe that the Stanley Cup was here.
You heard him right. The Capitol Strength and Conditioning Coordinator, Mark Nemish, rolled the hefty trophy around the hospital corridors.
Oh, I got the colors on. That's good. Congratulations.
Look at him.
And dropped in on a few lucky patients.
Good job.
We treat this community as our family, and we look at it from the perspective of everything that we're doing are for our patients, our families, and to be able to share this with them is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
It made for a comfy seat for the hospital's newest arrivals.
Where's my big boy?
We get an opportunity every day to celebrate births, which is a wonderful thing, and to support them in their challenges as well when we have our preemies, etc. But this was a wonderful opportunity to be part of such a huge piece.
It made a tough day in the pediatric unit a little better, and no matter your age or occupation, this shiny piece of history was just what the doctor ordered.
Ready? Cheese! Good job.
No words for the emotions that I'm feeling right now.
Reporting in Loudoun, Rebecca Burnett, Nova News. For 2.5 years, Eric Choi couldn't walk.
Been coming since January.
Fast forward 4 months, and Choi learned how to walk again. All thanks to the Arc of Loudoun, which houses the Ability Fitness Center on its campus and hired physical therapist Helen Parker.
I'm the clinic director here at Ability Fitness Center.
The boss.
The Boss and the Arc of Loudoun provide individualized fitness programs for people with neurological and developmental disabilities. When the center's clients aren't at outpatient therapy, they have this alternative, anytime, for as long as they want.
He's in therapy somewhere else, right, Bill? You get outpatient therapy somewhere else, but he comes here so that he can get multiple more hours of repetition.
Bill is a stroke survivor, like Wayne, who's been working with Helen to kick some bad habits.
I try not to use my left hand because I can't use it. I'm too good one-handed.
To Parker, confidence and happiness in her clients is just as important as learning to walk again.
Confidence.
It does give you confidence, right? And it also helps you to come here and see other people that are going through the same thing you're going through. That is the best part. I agree with that.
All that confidence to persevere.
Nice job.
I can't just sit around at home hoping everything gets better.
You don't know what you can and can't do until you try it.
Reporting in Leesburg, Rebecca Burnett, Nova News. The firefighters at Station 32 call themselves a family.
We sleep here, we eat together, we work out together, we train together, and Wally's part of that family.
Wally isn't a firefighter.
Wally is an amazing little dog.
I guess he's not so little anymore, though.
This adorable golden doodle is fighting fires of his own, taking care of the 7 firefighters on duty.
Good job. Good job.
He came from Canine Caring Angels, a nonprofit in Manassas that trains and donates therapy dogs. When he wasn't training, he was living with Simone Puffenberger.
They stay in my home until they find that perfect match.
Wally's been a big hit at Station 32.
There were quite a few non-believers when the program was first introduced, and I'm not aware of anybody that's not a believer now.
So much so that his sister Belle is training to be Fairfax Fire and Rescue's second therapy dog.
Belle lives with me, works with me, goes everywhere with me.
She's young and she's happy and she's very sweet.
Canine Caring Angels owner Sunny Madsen was living in her van before starting her business.
When I realized how difficult it is for some people to get service dogs, it made me a little mad.
Canine Caring services are now available in 6 states.
Good sit.
The nonprofit has matched 160 therapy dogs.
If somebody is having a meltdown or a panic attack, it's not enough for a dog just to look at them and go, oh, what a bummer.
Sometimes coming back after perhaps a long call or a stressful call, just like having a pet at home, sometimes it can just put you in the right mood.
Reporting in Fairfax, Rebecca Burnett, Nova News. When this local brewery opened in 2011, it was the first of its kind in the Metro DC area.
We're the first modern packaging brewery inside the Beltway.
7 years later, Port City Brewing Company is exporting its brews to the UK and will also export to Canada by summer's end.
As we travel more and more, we're finding that beer drinkers are more the same all over the world than they are different.
It's a pricey business venture, especially when shipping across the pond.
We distribute just along the mid-Atlantic seaboard, so we're not shipping the beer very far. Getting it overseas is definitely a longer haul.
As a new trading partner awaits, Port City is facing Trump administration tariffs that would drive up production costs.
If costs go up to us, then it's something that we're going to have to pass on to the beer drinker ultimately, and we know that's not going to be good for business.
And it's not a tariff on beer.
Yeah, label out. In order for us to have really clean beer, we're using really high-grade stainless steel for everything except our bottles.
This was a very big day for free and fair trade.
Back in March, President Trump ordered a 25% tariff on steel imports, a measure that will impact Port City price tags.
We hope that the quality of the beer and the integrity of the product will carry through in the marketplace, but consumers can be fickle, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Reporting in Alexandria, Rebecca Burnett, Nova News.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now, Port City produces 16,000 barrels a year.